Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
And one thing that Phoenix had for them last season was depth. A very good bench, and they provided a good scoring punch when called upon.
Lopez dishes to Bogdanovich. They set the screen. Back to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
On the court for the Suns, Hooper in at shooting guard. Chandler out there with John Lure. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Warren in at the 3. And he gets it to go. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to Detroit.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down, or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Lopez. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Lopez has got his second bucket of the night. Suns trail by 3. And Bledsoe, here we go. And he lays it straight in.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend, because they just handed him 2 points.
Here's Sloan. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
And not just the scoring, it was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Lopez kicks to Sloan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Kilpatrick missing.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Lure the pass to Hooper. And the wide open shot from Bledsoe. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Tell you what, guys, it was a bit of a mixed bag for Eric Bledsoe last season. Average career highs in rebounds and assists. Those were the good parts. But for some reason, the field goal and three-point percentages dropped 30-plus points.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
Backing up the points down low, well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA.
A collection of big men, as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge, because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yet, no matter how much attention they're getting, they're still going to get their points. I mean, opponents just have to keep fresh legs out there and try to limit the damage and make them work for whatever points they do get.
And talking about Eric Bledsoe, he took on a lot more responsibility last season, Greg, especially after the trades in Phoenix. He became the main focal point of their offense.
And you know what? It was his first year of kind of being the man. Signed the big contract coming into the season, and now there's a responsibility that goes with being the go-to guy. Eric has the talent to shine, though, in that role.
Well, what a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Freak kicks it to Tucker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. From past the arc, the shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
You know, you can expect young big men to improve over time, but I didn't think anyone expected Lynn to jump ahead so fast.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Move the ball.
Here's Knight. Now the dish to Freak. And Knight with the assist that time. Freak's got 5 points so far.
And a final remark, guys, on Lynn. I mean, his defense was the big benefactor. I mean, he was a force in the paint and developed into a really solid rim protector.
Sims dishes to Sloan. They set the pick. Out to the wing. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebound by the Suns. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom, at least.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and just the whole college experience, you know. But on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait? And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure. There's a new group in for the Nets. Henry Sims has checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Young. Bogdanovich is checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. We've got Bogdanovich. Thomas Robinson is out there with Henry Sims. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. That puts them in the lead. Chandler's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Freak. He dishes it to Chandler. To the right side. Feeds it to Tucker from outside the arc, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Nets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Bogdanovich, guarded by Tucker. Robinson passes to Bogdanovich. There's a screen by Robinson. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line to try to make it a 3-point play.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
Here's Hooper, and it's Phoenix scoring again. Guys, 7 times. The lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
40 seconds left in the second quarter. There's a screen. Here's Bogdanovich, guarded by Tucker. The offensive rebound. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Nets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Tucker's got his second basket of the night.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Here's Sloan. He kicks to Sims. Unloads from 13, and the shot is good. Sims has got 4 points in the quarter.
Picture perfect with the turnaround. There's no stopping that shot.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Tyson, coming off the loss in the last game, it seems like you guys are playing with a renewed intensity here tonight. What's been the difference?
Well, we just can't allow them to stay around close. You know, last night we had a letdown. Tonight we got to do a better job of getting down, staying on the ground, playing defense, and taking advantage of this game.
Tyson, thank you for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given. Teams deciding to change it up. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Nets trail by 13. After the Nets' big moves the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
Actually had the 5th youngest team of anyone in the postseason. And so though they seem older just because so many of their players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Hooper, he's in at shooting guard. Booker out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Knight in at the 1. Here's Sloan. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Young's shot is off.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age was about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made a point to get younger.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Sloan. He's guarded by Knight. Robinson misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss. And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch of veterans, and went 10-2 on the year in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
Great pass to set up the lay-in. Robinson's got 5.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened. And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
It's tipped. Here's Young. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
And the Suns making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Up top, Knight. He has 6. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Knight's got 6 here in this quarter.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the wing right side. Back to Young. Here's Kilpatrick. He's guarded by Knight. Fires it up. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Kilpatrick. Well, and thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, we